Hey up everyone, it's the Yorkshire Panda back on Enigmatica 6, and we have a few things missing. So I've moved our reactor and our turbine, and I've moved our fissile fuel and our HTP pellet manufacturer as well. Haven't moved these yet, so we'll just grab these. Although that does now complete its quest there. I've also can't use my wireless transmitter. I do need a card. I'm actually building one of them as well, but mainly because I don't have much storage in here. I've only got the one storage disk. The reason for that being, I'm not actually using this for very much in the way of storage. Now, I did have my dimension card, which yeah, it isn't there. Because I haven't got the other things up here, have I? No. Right, yes, okay, yeah, I'm on the right thing. Although, is that the one that's uranite? Yes, it is. I need to put you back here. Does that save? No, I don't. I need to get this because I mentioned that I got to the point where I'd run out of uranite, so I had to mass produce some more to turn my reactors back on, which was a terrifying moment. We had no power whatsoever, but if we head over to our end base here, our reactor's just here. Now, I've placed it like this. I have got plans to expand this further out on both sides so I can make it much bigger, much more power. But no sign of the other stuff. That's because I've got this little thing. So inside the compact machine is an absolute racket. But I can throw my potatoes back in there. If I just take those two out. And here we have all our fissile fuel. I've not got this set up for automatic input yet. So I did throw a bunch of sulfur in there. I did throw a bunch of uranium. And a bunch of fluorite, which I'm slowly running out of. And then we've got this entangle porter set to fissile fuel, so that is pumping all of our fissile fuel into there, which is filling this full of fuel, which can all process, putting steam into there, pumping the water back out, and producing our energy here. Now, I did realise I forgot to do something with these. So this needs to be set to high temperature. So just right click it, and what that does, when it hits a high temperature, it'll issue the redstone. That will go through and impact all of this, which, just get rid of that for a moment. That where is it? Yeah, that was in activation. So that's did this to me last time. Oh shoot! Where's my sigil? And not the first time that's happened either. So we don't want you that way, we want you facing that way. So now, better. So we've got that for activation. So when I switch this on, Good and better, that's loud. But that will produce energy, produce steam, produces energy, pumps out here. And again, like I said, this can expand as well. But the nuclear waste is being exported into here. Now, over here, and I'm probably going to build this up as well, we're going to have this thing, which is the Solar Neutron Activator. And this is going to be the basis of getting our polonium and plutonium, which we need so that we can get our mecha suit, which is like the Enigmatica one, except whereas this one, the suit's just it with a couple of enchantments, but you've got to keep it topped up with pressure. This one is all RF, so we can't enchant it because it's powered by energy, and I've got the wireless transmitter. I'm on energy all the time. And you can still fit it with a bunch of modules to make it stronger, better, faster. Although we do need the modification station to do that, but that'll all come in due time. So, first thing I'm going to need is some more cables. So, under here, I've got a basic setup for the refined storage with the antenna there, which I can put the dimension card in. Even though that does pump the power usage up massively. I've got one with power reactors here. I'm going to put the other one here and use them as a backup. So if my big reactor needs to switch off, I've got those to still produce power. Haven't moved the other reactor yet. I've still got one at the old base and this one here. So we do need to make sure keep that as well. I have managed to build a so that we've got our 64k discs there. Did we manage we did manage to make one of the big refined discs as well. What do they call it now? Parts. Oh, I've not got it here. We did manage to make one. I might have left it at the old place. We did manage to make one of the big ones. It weren't the humongous one like I'd have liked. We have managed to make a 256k fluid part. Have I made fluid parts since? Because I was after making these storage parts. I might have made a load of. If I've made fluid parts, I'm going to cry. Because they took up so much of my iron. No, definitely not. They're ones I made before. That's fine. They must be in the old base then. I hope so anyway. I really do hope so. I am really going to like cry a little inside if it isn't. Oh, really? Oh, please don't tell me I've lost it. I mean, I have run out of iron. I have 0 iron left. Okay, yeah, I may cry. I have got 3 iron nuggets left. And that's where I was trying. I managed to make a couple of those, or one of those, and it literally destroyed my entire, like, majority of my resources and my machines for ages were just burning through. Oh, I am. Yeah. I am definitely a little unhappy with that. Okay. I didn't put it in here, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Well, looks like there's going to be a lot of resource production between episodes. Okay. Back to what we were looking at. So, let me get some of my spirited energy cables and craft another one of these. Oh, right, got another one of those to craft. Oh well, I did make a couple of nitro ones. Oh, I've actually got one in my inventory. Oh well, I can go over there. Did make a nitro one because my intent was to not use a spirited one on there, but to use a nitro one. 2000 RF per tick transfer rate then. That should be a lot more efficient. Right. Polonium and plutonium. So we needed a solar neutron activator, a pressurized reaction chamber to make 4 polonium pellets. There's the solar neutron activator and the reaction chamber. I have no idea how we get these to work. So, polonium needs fluorite dust, which I do have some water, which is I can use my end gate, and some liquid polonium, which comes from the nuclear waste in the solar reactor. Right. So, let me get my configurator. Okay, this is strange. Does the input from any side just output from the front? I need to make sure this is right. I don't want to like completely melt down my entire base. That would be a disaster. And I'm done on disasters today. Right, let's grab some of these endstone bricks. Something to build on. So, right, so we'll pop you there first. We need our quantum entangleporter, whatever it's called, set to nuclear waste. And that needs a pressurized tube. Ooh, not a pressurized tube. Oh, a pressurized tube, but it only goes into the front. Okay. There we go. That doesn't need power, but it does need a mechanical pipe. Nope. So we can feed in. How do we feed out? Here. Nuclear waste becomes polonium. can polonium go into a tank? A chemical tank. Oh, it's got fissile fuel in it, so let's empty that one actually. No. Other way. No. Why are you going up? Gases. Output on the bottom. Output everywhere. That's why. There we go. Right, so we've got an advanced chemical tank. Put you there. So nuclear waste goes in there, that fills up the tank. Good so far. We'll pop that there. And you there. So here we shall place our pressurized reaction chamber. This is no other. Which one? Gases input. The inputs everywhere. So let's get a pressurization tube. Pressurized tube. If we had a tank on top, that should be set to export. There we go. Throw you in there. That needs water, mechanical pipe, and then we need a ender tank, and blue. Three, one, two, three. And we have water. So that, with fluorite dust. Do have some fluorite dust back at the other place. So back in a mo. I love how quick these things make me go. But fluorite, which would come from a logistical pipe, which will go there, and then I'll have some form of inventory mover to there as well. So fluorite dust, that gives us polonium and spent nuclear waste, which doesn't have any sort of function. So that as an output, is that pressurized? Yeah. So this is where those waste barrels come in. Right. I'm quite scared to do this, but we're burning fuel. We're increasing temperature. We are going to here recent, and we're going to find Reactor. Yeah, that muffler lets you turn off certain sounds. You don't need to hear this the racket it makes. But that is generating there. That's generating steam. That's producing 2,000 RF per tick at the minute. Steam is building, so we are doing pretty well. And we should have there's nothing in the waste tank at the minute, which is good. So it's not building up waste. There we go. Yeah, 1 millibucket of fissile fuel in it, so just done that. That empties that fine. There's no waste at the minute. That seems to all producing energy just fine. That's producing RF. That is set to nuclear waste. That is empty so far. Right. Everything is working. But we don't have any waste yet. No damage, temperature's fine. Burn rate 1 millibucket per tick. 0.1, tenth of a millibucket per tick. So we're talking like 2 millibuckets a second. It does look about right. Looks like we stopped producing as well in there, so that's fine. Right. It might just be a case of them leaving this alone for a bit, which makes me extremely nervous. But we shall see. The other thing we need is plutonium, which we get from nuclear waste again, but this time in an isotopic centrifuge, which we have absolutely nothing available to make that at the minute. We've got a spare. What was the other thing we need? And another pressurized reaction chamber. Which again, we're missing a steel ingot. We're out of steel already. More chemical tanks. This is making me very, very nervous. I have that set to wrong. That should be fissile fuel. So the fuel's going back up again really quickly. This is the nuclear waste. Everything on input, everything on input. Right. Oh, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. I just might have turned my entire base into a nuclear wasteland. Oh, nuclear waste is a gas. Pressurized tube. Okay, that was mildly disastrous, but the radioactivity, the radiation's going down. Oh my Gideon. Right, you pull and push. I'll set all of yours gases to output. Right, let's have a look. So we're safe over here. And then deadly over here. This is why you don't build nuclear reactors near to your actual base. Right. Stop everything, turn it all off. Gases, everything is input in, that's fine. Right, I need everything to be on output. Not reject, yep, that's fine. But it's not working. This may have to be more of a manual process of transporting barrels. Yeah. Back in a mo. Right. So, did a little check of this, and the phrase it used was several in-game weeks. So, there's a one-time use that clears all radiation. Which hasn't worked. Right. Plan B. And we're radiation free. Right. There is, in the play commands, make radiation remove all or heal. But you can only do it if you've got cheats enabled, which I don't. However, open your game to a LAN, select allow cheats, and it allows you to use those functions. That is going to be my last ditch attempt if ever I do something horrifically wrong again. Like try and create a nuclear wasteland around my entire base. But nuclear waste does not seem to like the entangle porter, which is unfortunate. It does make this bit a little more difficult. or it requires me making a load of pressurized tubes, tubing it around into some radiation barrels and then into here, which might be the way forward. So I need to go back to base and make some steel. I'm going to make one polonium thing before the end of this episode. So we're back once I've done that, and I've got everything I need to get the plutonium as well. It's back in a mo. Well, guys, it's at this point I am going to scream absolute murder and cry and be rather upset. Got it all set up. It's nicely funneling all the waste to here. Got it. You put the waste in the bottom. It outputs at the front. We've got waste in here. And it doesn't work. Because the end has changed. And I forgot. And it's no longer eternal daytime. Which means this will only work in the overworld or a dimension that's got perpetual, that's got daytime. Not the end. Which means I've got the nuclear waste in here, which I'm hoping doesn't cause another leak to move, and these both to dismantle again because the Tangle Importer definitely doesn't work with nuclear waste. So both of these are going to have to go back in the overworld. I have just wasted so much time. But theory, the theory works. With this, if I was to rebuild this entire thing over in the overworld, I could just, what I could do if I stop throwing myself off things. Right. If I get a piece of sandstone here, and I get a piece of endstone, in fact, let me get a jetpack. Oh, I don't know what negative number that got to, but I can imagine it were a lot. Right. Stop trying to rid myself of my own existence. Right, if I was to get my copy-paste gadget, make sure it's set to copy. And there we go. That's first position. That is second position. Area copied. I can just dismantle everything here. In fact, needs to be a little bit high, doesn't it? 'Cause I need to get. There we go. The reactor's in. I can dismantle everything here. Just vein mine it all up. Go to the overworld and paste it all again. So it's going to look like a mess, but what I'm going to do, because this is going to be the magic realm, and have all this space here devoted to magic, I'm going to fly way over. I might even go way past the mountains over here. I mean, all the way up here. and build this here. Something like this. That can be our go away. This can be our little reactor base up here. High in the mountains, far away from everything. Can't see it from his main base. And we can get that actual thing working like it should. And then next episode, I'll have everything built for the polonium pellets and the plutonium pellets, so they should be all working fine. We can get into a fusion reactor, which, unlike the fission reactor, doesn't blow up, but we need the deuterium and tritium, which is not something we're going to get yet. But if I can get these, that's all we need to start building our tech suit. So we've got the HDP, we've got that, we can make the induction coils because we've got lithium. And yeah, once we've got the polonium, we can make the modification station, which will help us there. And once we've done all that, we'll get along. Once I've built all that, because all I'm going to be able to record tonight, we'll go. I'll shift everything, all the refined storage stuff over, take my other reactor over, get that all set up in that place, and then once we've got the mech suit, once we've got the upgrades, we've got our refined storage set up back at the main base, back at the new tech base, we can then just go about doing a few more things. So things like this with a spawner, I'll put in a compact machine as well. So yeah, there's going to be a few things I want to do behind the scenes, but technology wise, we're going to get mechanism, we're going to get the mech suit, and then that's it for now. I think I spent like 6 episodes in a row just trying to get through this tree. And we'll get on to something different. We'll do some magic. And I think it's about time we looked at Nature's Aura. Astral Sorcery, I think anyone and everyone's done 100 times, but Nature's Aura is new, or newish, same way Eidolon. So these maybe are new things to look at. So yeah, this episode was a complete waste of time, but do the usual things. Hit like, hit comment. Plenty of comments saying, Panda, you're an absolute dolt. Why didn't you check all this before you started? And not waste a half hour of everyone's time. But there you go. So, you guys take it steady. Everything's a good one. I will catch you later when I've actually done things right for once in this stupid game. Bye bye.